At the top tonight, devastating brush fires continue here in our area to keep first responders spread thin. This brush fire destroying several vehicles and 100 acres.
Yeah, the flames coming dangerously close to other homes near Robstown.
The fire breaking out near the Lost Creek community off of County Road 30 and County Road 81 just after 11 this morning, where hundreds of firefighters from all over South Texas came together to put out the flames.
Planes from the Texas Forest Service called in from Alice to drop fire retardant on parts of the fire too dangerous for the first responders to reach. Firefighters battled this brush fire for several hours. Fortunately, no one was hurt.
And our crew was on scene as emergency personnel responded. They spoke with fire officials about what the public can do to try and stop these brush fires from continuing to break out in the first place.
After all, they don't start by themselves. Our own Michael Gibson was there for all of the action and the latest round of pleas from fire officials to the folks who live in those areas. Think before they act.
This grass fire broke out between Robstown and Driscoll, and as you can see, a huge number of fire departments from the area showed up here. Everyone from Annaville to Corpus Christi to Bishop, they were here trying to put these flames out, but unfortunately at least one trailer was totally destroyed. There were some 100 firefighters that took part in this effort to save homes, cars, and boats. In the end, a total of 5 structures were lost. Several cars were totaled along with a boat.
We had too much grass going, and the wind and the humidity is really low, so it just started going.
Many of the neighbors and residents watched fire crews battle the fire and were impressed with their effort.
My nephew lives there, right there at that house, and thankfully they were able to save it. And I live down the street. And it's crazy. And thankfully, it seems like they had a different plan when it comes to putting out the fires out here, because it worked.
The Texas Forest Service brought out its fleet of 4 planes from its Alice Task Force office. Those planes dropped fire retardant on the brush fire to try and finally get it completely under control. They also brought in a helicopter to help finish that job.
Hey, we're all part of one team, right? And whatever we can do in support of that.
The Texas Forest Service also reminded everyone not to do any kind of mowing, welding, or any kind of outdoor activities that could start a fire between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. and here's why.
Avoiding those activities, doing those activities when the peak danger is lower, than that being 10 to 2 is pretty much the peak danger, where winds, temperature, and humidity all line up to have the highest fire danger.
People need to try to clean up their property a little bit better, keep it more organized, stuff like that.
Those are some of the same warnings fire experts have been giving out over the past few weeks, but it hasn't stopped the onslaught of brush fires in our area. The only way that's going to happen, according to fire officials, is for people to finally take personal responsibility and think before they act. Michael Gibson, 3 News.